any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Cowboys will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kansas offense will come out first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
Snap from the gun on third down. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick release on the RPO. Gets away from one, finds some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Jayhawks are on the move. Power football with the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Orr. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's got it on the right. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. On 4th down, trying to find his man. A strike downfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They're testing the right side here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 84 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Time to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Avant. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Orr. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Second down.
The give out of the gun. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got his man quickly. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Jayhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man down downfield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Wants to fire on second down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. There he goes. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. And the Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. The Cowboys come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. And the Cowboys are in the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And that's unfortunate for the offense because that drive looked so good. They were just methodical, and they were running, and they were throwing, and had the football down in a great position down near the goal line. You've got to be able to pay that off. You cannot afford to take a sack in that situation. If you're the quarterback, that's a massive mistake.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. On the run, it's Sanders. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Rushes on him. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's a draw. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Orr. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Unloads to the wideout. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Ellington. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. And he makes a completion, and they're set up and in business at the 20. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Near the 30-yard line. 1st and goal, Oklahoma State.
From the gun. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Kansas, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
And the Jayhawks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Showing off the arms. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Now adjusting. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Spins away from the defense. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st. They'll leave it with the lone back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Running back searching for a hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get 1st downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Ellington. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Caught in the backfield. It's Ellington. And he'll take it in and house it. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Kansas, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They go to the ground. Look out, he's got room. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. To the ground. He's got it again. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Looking for space, it's Sanders. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to beat him to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Pulled and fired complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Out of the gun, the inside give. Once for the tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
With the catch, it's Orr. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
For the offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
He'll keep it himself. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Handoff to the single back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Avant. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on 2nd down. Looking left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
14-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The play action fake. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Sanders. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Second down coming up.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Orr. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Good enough for a first down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Avant. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That's caught. It's Orr. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. Snagged out of the air. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snags it on the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Jayhawks in the hurry-up. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Unloads quickly. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's a
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, right chuck, Jayhawk. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. To the air on second down. Flips it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. To the ground with the back. Got a little space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Orr. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The give to the back. Makes a man miss. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Cowboys kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal block. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll try the run. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the Cowboys will go for it on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality. Ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like If you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.